slippage. You can see there's movement in it.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't directly be from retiling or anything. It could be a problem with the roof. A bit of movement. But that wouldn't be from the tiling works. It looks like that's just a bit of movement. You can see it, can't you?
Yeah.
Where it's spreading.
Yeah.
So, not water damage. I mean, obviously.
No, it's not water damage. It's
No.
definitely sign of a movement or something like that.
Yeah,
Is this getting
something
done?
like that. What's that?
Is
I mean, I can ask the guys to just touch it up when they come here.
okay.
They wouldn't attach, if it was like something structural, they wouldn't do it. So
No.
that'd be down
No,
here.
no.
But I mean, when the guys come and do the decorating, I can get them to do that. I mean, all of that sort of stuff, delamination, all this staining, that's through water damage.
I know.
But none of the other stuff. But like I say, I can get them to deal with that, that's not a problem.
Right. If
Let's tighten that.
I'm most kind of worried about this and the one on the corner.
You can
that the
see
water is coming through.
It is all covered up. Like I say, there's tarps over the top of that as well. I can't take you out there and show you because you can't get up there.
No.
But I can definitely send you the photos. Give me your email address.
Yeah, I think I've sent you my email. I think it should be.
I don't know if
What
you
was
got
that?
it, but I've got
CC?
Lizzie's.
Yeah, Lizzie. When you wrote to David, I think you CC'd me by any chance. You did.
I
I don't
don't think
recognise
you
it.
have so far, but I can do.
Okay.
The next
No, unless you want to
yeah.
ask for anything. If you request anything, I can always forward it on to you. You can forward it on. You know, anything like so. We've got videos, deals, you know, reports,
Right.
any information.
Nothing is being done to the parapet, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I just said to you upstairs.
This one.
This one's not being done.
No, this one is not. This we
The one-
used
the
to have
one
problems
above
with it.
here.
But
Yeah.
what is causing that?
That is what I've just explained to you. That's what that is.
From that
the water's
parapet?
coming in from the parapet. Yeah.
I see.
And
Okay.
it's actually coming in into the cavity,
Okay.
and it's soaking the inside of the walls, and that's why
Okay.
you're getting this delamination.
Okay. But it's interesting. This is dry now.
Well, we'll dry out, won't it? Because we got up there and cleared the pipes out.
Oh no, this one is wet.
Yeah. I mean, you can have some dehumidifiers if you want some. We can supply all of that. We'll supply it to the other
Dehumidifier
properties.
is not.
Well, it's going to draw the water out.
Do you need a dehumidifier for now?
Fun?
Dehumidifier.
Sorry?
Dehumidifier.
No, I don't.
You don't need one.
No, I don't have one. No.
Do you
What?
want one?
Well, do I want? I don't know. Is it worth it?
It will dry.
It
dry
will
out.
dry the.
If you think it would help, why not?
It will dry the
Yeah.
place
I had the
and
windows
get
open
the
when it was really
water.
hot.
Yeah.
Not long ago, I had everything open.
Yeah, that
so,
won't really do it.
To-
to be
to-
fair.
Does it not really help?
I would say you
I thought
you
it'd be better
would
than nothing. But, yeah.
because if any rainwater comes through or anything like that, you would need
I
one.
think this bit's all right now, but that is open, the skylight, so
Yeah.
Okay.
it pours through, unfortunately. But I think the weather forecast is quite good, luckily. So,
Because they're saying that within a week they will finish it.
oh, but in that case, I'm sure it'll be fine then.
By the
As
end
long
of
as
this
it
week,
rain.
we'll be pretty close to buttoning up.
Okay.
And I think I emailed you like I say, I will check, but I think it's the 27th.
I don't think so, but if it is, if that's.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just thinking where I'm going to be on this.
It's Tuesday.
Well, if you
after
send
bank
me again,
holiday.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
All we need is a couple of hours just to get inside, just to do the internals. That's all.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, obviously the decks and stuff, we'd have to arrange it at a later date. But once the windows
No, sure.
are done,
Okay.
because they've got all the flashing kits to go on them
Yeah.
externally,
Okay.
and all the soakers and everything. Once that's all done, like I say, it's just buttoning up on the inside.
Sure. Okay. No problems. Cool.
So, like I say, hopefully by the end of this week it'll be done. But if you want some details, because this does still look damp, to be fair.
Well, sure. Yeah, it was coming through here and all over the place.
Yeah.
It's right inside the
Yeah,
walls.
we'll do.
What? Tell me, how are they going to do it? They just put on patches or the whole thing?
What's that?
Like decorations of.
Well, it is. They'll have to do the whole lid, won't they? They wouldn't do just a patch, because that would just stick out like a sore thumb.
I had,
So,
believe it or not, I did have previously that we had problems in here. They did patchwork and I wasn't happy and I had to complain and then they came and done the job.
you've had a problem with water coming in here before?
No, it's not water. They had to lift up the floor. Why on earth did they have to lift up the floor and relay it? It was the previous repair that they did. Oh, it was because they put a beam underneath here. Because
Had some structural repairs done
yes,
a few years
yes,
ago,
sir.
didn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
they spent $100,000
Did they?
doing because the water was coming in and literally rot the beam underneath here, and it was
Okay.
unsafe to actually walk on top of
Yeah.
this because lower part had fallen even,
Yeah.
and the bloke was living in there. I mean, seriously, if we as landlords do this kind of shit,
Yeah.
council will barbecue us,
Yeah.
and then they can get away with murder, literally.
I totally agree with you. I really do. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I put in reports to the council, and we work for them. We're the guys that are their eyes and ears really, and they ignore us. So I totally understand where you're coming from. I really do. But all I can do is report back to the council, and that is
Those reports that you've sent to the council
Yeah.
regarding the parapet, regarding the the issues that that you said previously, they even had reports of this,
Yeah.
and they ignored it, and then you've sent. Did they kind of do anything about it? Did they say anything
Like I
to
say, what
fix it?
happened was when this blocked up initially.
Yeah.
I phoned up the guys. Like I say, that was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I said, "Do us a favour, fellas," and I was like, "Yeah, no worries." The actual main contractor lives just outside of Brighton.
Yeah.
And he said, "I phoned my boys," and he phoned me back literally within about a minute. And he said, "They're actually just down the road in the cafe." He said, "I'll get them to go down there." So they was here within 20 minutes. And he took some photos. He tried to unblock the downpipe, and he got the water moving, but not properly. So what I done was I got them to rod the pipe.
Yeah.
And then what we done was I said, like, collect any crap that's down there to see, because if it was the roofers,
Yeah.
if it was their crap, then I'd recharge them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what I have to do. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I'm in the middle. So anyway, when we got it out, there was bags and bags and bags and bags of stuff. It was like bits of plastic bags, sweet wrappings,
Yeah.
sticks, feathers, bones, everything.
Yeah.
So that's obviously from the seagulls.
Yeah.
So, but what we done was we investigated why the water came in, and that's when we found out the internal parapet. So I put that recommendation over to the council, say I want to extend this up, which we did anyway. We put lay boards in
Yeah.
and extended the lead up, but really that's not a be all and end all.
Yeah.
And then I recommended that we put an actual shoot through,
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
hopper.
Yeah.
It might have to come down onto this balcony,
Yeah,
or if we
that's
can,
fine.
we'll get
Yeah,
it into the
yeah.
rainwater pipe. But again, we have to worry about conservation. So, but anyway, like I say, that's just a different issue.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, well, we need to discuss this, blah blah blah. Anyway, I said, look, it's not going to affect the outside of the property too much. Can we get on with it?
Yeah.
And they said, yeah. So at the moment, all they're discussing is who's going to pay for it. But at the moment,
Okay.
we're going to do it. So
Okay.
because it is a design fault with this property. And funny enough, I went next door to the hotel because they've got an issue. And look, there's exactly the same. So.
Okay.
It's an endemic issue with all of these properties along. It's just a design fault. The outlets are too small.
Yeah.
And I mean the rain we had.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get me
yeah,
wrong, I live
yeah,
in Surrey.
yeah.
But I mean even that Saturday when I came back down
proper
here,
heavy.
everyone said it was like fucking biblical. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was
Yeah.
expecting to come down here and see an ark.
Yeah, quite a
But,
good view
um,
out here.
Yeah.
The lightning.
Well, it's not as
Yeah,
if
that was
you're
impressive.
protected by anything, is it?
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's
And right, so these contractors are actually your contractors. They're not council's
they're
contractors.
not our
They're-
contractors.
they're not
No,
your contractors.
No, we have to use their contractors. They give us a pool of contractors that we use. The ones that are up there are really good. He's a local guy. He does work on the hospital. He does
I'm just
everything.
wondering why he's not here today. Why is he not doing
They was here
anything
today
about
because I've been up there and seen him already. They was here
it?
today.
Okay.
So,
Just 3 o'clock, they're gone.
like I say, they got a good job, haven't they? Wish I was. But it is what it is. But yeah, I mean,
Nobody
like I say,
controls them in terms of.
Well, they do, but I mean, it's not down to me because I don't actually pay their wages. So, listen, if I paid their wages, they'd be here till 5 o'clock. So, or maybe 5 past. But
So they're contractors of council, and then
no, they have their own contractors that we choose out. Of the
yeah,
pool,
okay.
And like I say, the contractor that we're using on here is a really good contractor.
Okay.
I mean, I've been doing this guy for years and years and years, and they really are really good. I've got nothing. I mean, don't give me a
Okay.
drink or anything. I don't even know him really,
Okay.
because I came from Grenfell to come here
Okay.
in April. So
Okay.
it's but they are a really good contractor. Like I said to you before, and I explained to you upstairs, if we had had tin roof, there would have been none of these issues. Because
What would?
we can.
Please tell me
I don't know.
why would
know
the
what you
council
want.
not put it? I mean, honestly, I'm
Well, you know
gobsmacked.
why do you
Saving a
think?
few quid,
Well, there you go.
damaging the building, pissing off people just to save a few quid.
There you go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I assume.
And this is supposed to be great listed building that, you know, you cannot damage, and then they wouldn't put a roof on top of this, a tin roof on top of it, so that you can actually work properly.
That's it.
And you have to work with, you know, like patches instead of doing the whole
Which you
thing at
can't
once.
do, which you can't do. Like I say, if it was a flat roof, you can. You know, 'cause
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
expose
exactly,
a bit at
exactly.
a time. You can't with a tile roof. So we're dealt the hand that we've got, and we just have to play it as best as we can. You know, like I say, I mean, I apologise, and I wish I could do something different for these guys, but I can't because it's affected everyone on the top, everybody. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just this, you know, this property, it's all of them. You know, but it's just, you know, like I say, there's not much we can do to reconcile it. Listen, when it's finished, it'll be all right. That's no good to Charlie now because he's suffering. But, you know, all I can say is that in the end, we'll have it all decked. We'll have it put back together. You know, and everything will be all right. I still don't expect a Christmas card off him, but you know, we can only do our best.
Charlie, can you put up 1 week until they finish this?
Pardon?
Can you put up 1 week until they finish this?
Well,
Until this week, they're saying they're gonna finish the roof.
Yeah, sure.
If they didn't,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be
No, what?
on the phone to me
Well, I don't have your number, but sure. Yeah.
through Lizzie's.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah,
Poor old Lizzie.
yeah. She is the middle.
Sort of fun.
And if you have got dehumidifiers, and it would help.
If you
then
want
why
some,
not?
that's
Why-
not a problem
Yeah,
at all. Like I
yeah.
say, it jobs
Please
up.
do.
Sure.
Yeah,
It
please
will
do.
dry the property out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't feel it's damp in here, but I mean, one of the other properties
I
went
assume
into,
the insides of
was
the walls
really
are
bad.
full of water, but
The cavities are.
Yeah, I bet.
Like I say, there was tons of water going over there.
Yeah, it's pissing down.
One other thing, you're not changing these windows, are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the council told us that.
I know, but why?
They've got to be timber sashes.
Timber
Sash windows. They've got to be in.
regulation with.
Yeah, with what's
But
on
they-
yeah. Yeah.
Can you believe it?
You
This
can
has
do
been
them on the front
PVC
back,
for
but
20
plastic goes
years.
to the back, don't you? You can do them on the back plastic.
No.
I'm pretty sure you can. Plastic you do in the front. No, back, sorry.
You
but
can phone up the
sash in
council
front.
if you want. I'd much more prefer that, but I mean, saying that we've already paid for them.
Oh,
They've
just
been
interesting to
manufactured,
know,
yeah.
just for future, yeah. Because
The back is sash windows. The
That's
front
right.
it's been PVC for 20 years.
They don't do that size anymore.
Oh, really?
And it's again, it's the best of two evils. It's either opening up the roof,
Yeah.
which is a load of work, or
Yeah.
you know, decreasing the size, which is simple. So
I was under the impression that if you had some work done and it's past 5 years, it stays.
no, I don't know who told you that, but you're wrong. On a listed building, it though.
Listed building is not.
You might be thinking
So,
about squatting. right?
Whoever has
Squatting
done
rules.
this, yeah, actually council has done this.
Yeah.
Council put PVC. Now they
Did
want to
they?
take the PVC out and then put timber in.
Yeah,
So they're
Right,
saving
right.
money.
Similar
Goes
with-
out the window when it comes to this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But they wouldn't put a roof on top of this so that people don't suffer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a carpenter.
Love the logic.
Yeah. I'm a carpenter
There's
by
never
trade, and I
logic
prefer to
about
have sash
it.
windows myself
Hmm.
because the new ones are really good. You know, I mean, we all think about the old ones that rattle when it.
But these are not sash, are they? These are not going to be
they're
sash.
casements.
That-
But the sash windows are the ones that lift.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I mean, it'd be beautiful when it's done, but you know,
So the door we change as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
all the fenestration's being done as far as
In
I'm-
timber.
timber.
I love to see the maintenance of that one.
Yeah, they're all hardwood. I actually been over to the factory and see them, and they're really, really well made. The guy's got a fantastic setup. He's at I don't know, I can't think of it, but out that way anyway.
Yeah.
On my way home, which is early.
I just dread, you know, because you know the weather in here.
Yeah. No, they've all
And
been
the
pressure
maintenance in
treated.
here is like,
What we've done was they're all made of hardwood.
Uh-huh.
I think it's Luan they're made of, which is like a cheaper mahogany.
yeah,
Because obviously mahogany is just
Yeah,
too
yeah.
dear now. You can't keep cutting the trays down. But they've all been pressure treated,
Okay.
so they're like
yeah.
sprayed,
Yeah.
and then we're having them spray painted as well.
Okay,
So they come ready to fit, and then any bits of touching up just gets done afterwards.
okay. So
So,
double glazing, but
yeah,
in timber.
yeah, timber. They're really nice to be fair. They really are.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
Yeah, it is what it is. Like saying before.
Right.
Sounds like you want to speak to somebody from the council, to be honest. with you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
See, what the trouble is, because we're the contractor, everyone goes, you, especially me, because my name's on everything. But you only need to ask the question and I'll tell you honestly, do you know what I mean? I don't tell lies, which is a
Yeah.
bad thing, because obviously, like I say, a lot of
No,
people
I
hate
appreciate
me.
it. At the end of the day, you know, just like Lizzie, you're the one who gets the stick.
She
What?
gets-
Why?
she
You
gets
know?
more stick than me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
obviously
I'll
I'll
just
stick
pass
her
that
as
on
well.
to
Yeah.
you. Just pass it on. It's fine.
So, yeah, that's what I do. It's yours. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. Like I say, we're all trying to do our best, but you are limited to what you can do. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's, even my governor said to me the other week when we was downstairs. He went, "Why ain't the roof was up there?" I went, "It's too windy." He went, "It's hardly windy down here." I went, "Get up there. This is a different story." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
23 mile an hour the wind's
Yeah.
gonna be. So, you know, when you're driving home, open your window, stick your head out
Yeah,
at
yeah,
23 miles
yeah.
an hour and see how much it blows your hair about with
Yeah.
your eyebrows or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that much. Do you know what I mean? So,
Oh.
but that's the regulation, like I say. You know, in the 1970s, it wouldn't have really mattered.
No, I know.
I mean,
I know.
nowadays, we all have to be, you know. Frustrating.
Very.
Terrible.
Very.
That's all.
Right. So, decoration-wise, the front is getting done.
It's all been
The
done.
back is getting done.
Yeah.
And then, what is being done in the corridor? You said they've painted it.
Yeah.
So that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, again, what I had done was I had all of the old redundant cables and pipework removed.
Yeah.
Because there was just
There's so much.
out
I
there
saw it.
that was
yeah.
doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so
Because
I,
every, what do you call it? Those fire alarm.
yeah,
There were like 2 or 3 companies. Every one of them put his own.
different cables.
Yeah.
Well, we had all of them removed.
Yeah.
All of there was some old redundant bell cable.
Yeah.
From, you know, when they
Yeah.
used to have servants.
Yeah.
So that will come up to this flat, you know, because
Yeah.
obviously that's where they would have lived up here. So we had all of that removed. You know, we've had all of that sort of
But
stuff.
I still kind of, you know, like the decoration to the corridor, some bulks and bits and pieces.
That's right.
You
yeah.
know, is that how it's going to be left?
Yeah.
Right.
Unless
What
you
about the carpet?
fancy pants and more.
The carpet.
Yeah. What they have is, this is what I was just explaining, they have a slush
sorry.
fund. Yeah, no, that's all right, I can tell you. Like I say, they have a slush fund, you know, like I think it's about 50 grand. And what they do is that's for what we didn't know about. As in, you know, bits and pieces to the
Contingency
roof,
or whatever, yeah.
structural stuff. So all of the dormers, they wasn't really going to be touched, the dormers, but when we've had a look at them, they're all rotten. So what we've had to do is peel the externals off. We've insulated them, put new externals on and re-leaded them all. New roofs, so there's quite a bit of cost implication for them.
Sure.
We had all of the drainage done because, like I explained to you, there was a blockage, had it jetted. Then I just had a camera survey done just to make sure there wasn't an issue with that one joint,
Okay.
which there was. But also, while the guys was here and they was telling me, I said, do us a favour, run your camera through, so they ran it through, and it was the whole, it goes all the way through.
Okay.
So I've had all of them done, so that all comes out of that fund.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to the council, I said to them, I said, what are we going to do about the refugees as well? And they said, well, if they're damaged in any way, shape or form, we're going to have to remove them because they're not a regulation anymore. But I would rather keep them, to be fair, because from my point of view, I think if there was something happened, I'd rather be standing out there than in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had bits and pieces done like that. Okay, that was at our cost though.
Okay.
But all of that comes out of this fund. And when I was there, I was talking to the council guy and I said, look, I said, what are we going to do about the carpets? Because I was down for cleaning. And he said, well, he said, if there's enough money left, he said, we'll change all the carpets.
Okay.
He said, but if there isn't, he said, we're getting cleaned. To be fair, I can't see you can clean. Because the stains on them are too many.
They're way too dirty. I was.
It's quite inside part of the damage, obviously. It's a nice place.
They're fantastic places.
I was.
Obviously, the outside's going to be all sorted.
In all honesty, when I started
Yeah.
asking the council, when will you do the decorating? That was like 3 years ago.
Right.
And I've been pressing for that. And they said, we'll get it done. And then they said, well, we've got some major work going on. And then we'll get it done with that.
Yeah.
And now if they don't change the carpet, really, that seriously will piss me off.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting for 3 years to
Don't
get
forget
this.
that
You
ain't
know.
my fault.
No, I know that. No, it's...
It's like they wanted to paint all the staircases. And I said, come on, man. I said, look at them, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Imagine if you paint them, you might as well buy a new staircase from IKEA, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what we've done was we polished them all, and we've recoated
Yeah, it's just a
them.
carpet.
Yeah.
It-
Just the
it-
carpet
it-
is just
I
the
mean, we have
thing.
put a bit of thought into it, like I say, even removing some of the cables and pipe work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have tried, but like the old saying is, you can't polish a thing. So I shouldn't have said that when you started off wrong. But yeah, you probably know that one anyway. But we've tried our best. So you know, I mean, really, in all honesty, it wanted stripping back and plastering done and stuff like that. But again, it's a cost implication. You know, if you're paying £5,000 towards this or whatever you're paying, 10 grand, 100 grand, I don't really know, but it would have been more.
Well,
So,
the total bill
yeah, I
is
don't know.
150 grand, of which I'm responsible for 30%, 33% or something like that. Yeah.
What for this?
Yeah.
This is much more than that. You would get a capped figure anyway.
I think I saw a
I got-
letter about the amount.
The
something.
letter they send me is like £53,000 or something like that.
Much more than that. It's going to be much. Think about it. How much do you think this cat will cost?
Mm.
Oh, tens of thousands. isn't it?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Maybe that's just your bill for the scaffold.
No. My 1/3 of this, only this block is mine. That whole block, they came to £150,000. Their estimate was for this block alone,
No.
£150,000.
Well, how many people are working on it? It must be 8 people or 10 people. That would cost
Is it?
way more than that for 6
Yeah,
months.
it's quite a few. I mean, I don't know the figure, but
Yeah.
I'll suggest it's more in the region of £1 million. I really would. But I mean, what they do is anyway, they subsidise you guys and cap them. You know, like I say, you won't pay for everything. Do you know what I mean?
They've asked me.
nothing to do.
They asked me for 53 or £55,000.
Yeah,
That's what they said. Yeah.
Well, but it's an unfortunate thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anything, and if you live on the ground floor, you don't mind having your drains done, but then you're opposed to having the roof done
Yeah.
or the lift done. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's is what it is, isn't it? But
Well, the ground floor has got a Japanese knot width.
is it?
Yeah.
That's not good.
I wanted to remortgage this, and they said, no, sorry, we won't touch it until that is there. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years to kill a Japanese knot width.
Yeah, I mean, saying that, we had one job up in Kensington, and it was not something I got involved because there was some structural works there,
Yeah.
but they had to go down 3 metres, and then they had to what's it called? They had to kill the ground.
Yeah.
They had to put
Yeah,
this
that's
chemical
what
down.
they do. Chemical.
It slaughtered the ground,
Yeah.
and then they put like hogging back, and then they resoiled it.
That's what they've done in
So-
here, but they went through a year of it or something like that, and then you're not supposed to remove the weed,
That's right.
and the neighbors had removed the weed. And now they have
That's
offered to purchase the land from council, and the council goes, oh, great, your problem.
Yeah.
How come you're not supposed to remove the weed just out of interest? 'Cause
Get it regrows.
oh,
if
so
you,
just
if you
leave it
injure
going
it,
clear?
it's really weird. If you injure it, it fights back.
Okay.
It's
It comes
it's
back.
a horrible thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
I've
they should
heard
make
Yeah.
a
a
horror
little bit
film
about
about
it.
it.
It's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
another landlord.
And then he goes under the,
Yeah.
you know, the building and literally start from underneath destroying the
Mm.
structure.
I think the top part of the plant is something
Yeah.
like 15%, and the other
Right.
85% is below ground.
It's-
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bit
And then
you've
they
got
don't-
there's
I'll
like
look it up a little bit for
25.
everything. Yeah. 'Cause
And then you get refused mortgage
Mm.
for a week.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's-
And now still it's hanging in the air because I have no idea what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
That Mr. French is involved.
Oh,
Council.
Nigel French.
Nigel French,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He's the one who's involved in that.
Yeah, I met him the other week, to be fair,
Mm.
first time. Yeah. Like I say, I've only been down here since April. They just asked me to come down and pick up a couple of bits and pieces, which was obviously a lie. So, but
Only if you know half the story.
what I don't.
Yeah,
and
and
that
it's
is the
good
problem
for you
me.
to know.
Yeah,
Not know.
historically, I don't get to hear anything. You know, it's like these structural works. I only heard about second hand.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like when the guy came to look at this roof from Podium, he was involved in it before. And he said, oh, put this recommendation in 20 years ago. A real clever, knowledgeable man, do you know what I mean? And he said, I don't understand why it hasn't been done before. So, you know, I mean, for me, it's just these little tiny bits of information that I pick up on.
20 years, between 2002, when the flooding in Lewis and Brighton happened, the whole Lewis was underwater.
Yeah.
I was working at Caffin's Land Rover, and the entire showroom, 5 meter high, was underwater. We lost everything, absolutely everything. That night I was here and emptying water from this room
Yeah.
in buckets.
Really.
And to the point at 3 o'clock in the morning, I literally collapsed
Yeah.
and said,
no,
can't do
yeah,
it,
yeah,
you know. And
Yeah.
then I said, it may fall, I'm gonna go to the other side of the building.
Yeah, that's it.
Water went through all the floors down.
Yeah.
And the next day, I just went to the council with the camera and I said, right,
Yeah, this
are you
is it,
coming
yeah.
here?
Yeah.
To get because they were saying, oh no, we're not, you know, we are very busy at the moment. We've got a lot. I said, right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You come right now
Yeah.
to have a look at it, or I'll go to Meridian.
Yeah.
And they came straight away, had a look, and they had the scaffolding up the next day. But again, as I said, put holes in order for the water to go out because they said the can had
Simple.
covered the hole, and they never did.
No. Yeah. Don't make sense, to be fair. Sometimes the easy option is the best option, isn't it? But like I say, we're doing it now anyway, so you know, and to be fair, we pretty much resolved this issue, the internal one. So like I say, once the roofs are on, you know, it'll be all buttoned up and
Right. And once the roof is done, then you've got the windows.
Yeah.
This chap,
Yeah.
I don't want him
No.
to be
I mean,
screaming.
what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and hit them as quick as we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 teams of carpenters here
Okay.
and hopefully do 1 flat a day.
Okay.
So
Complete.
Complete,
Okay.
if we can.
Okay.
And then obviously then you'll have decorators in. But I mean the decorators don't really matter. Do you know
No.
what I mean? You can have them in any time. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Don't really matter if they miss a bit of paintwork, does it? It'd be a bit of a pain in the arse if you come home and there's a window missing, no, wouldn't it? So
Exactly.
you know.
That-
so,
that's-
yeah. I mean that's what we're going to
That's
do.
what I'm concerned about.
So, yeah, that probably won't happen. So.
You know, anything else you do outside is not a big deal. But when water comes inside and,
Yeah.
and he's filming it and sending it to me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ah.
I know. Yeah, which like I say, I don't like. Honestly, I really don't. Do you know what I mean? But you know,
Yeah.
it just is what it is. Like I say, you know, we can only do what we can do, and that is it. Do you know what I mean? So, but that's it.
You're just last question. There's no way that you can put pressure on these guys to get this roof done.
I do try, like I say, you know, but see, the trouble for them is as well, they're trying to commit to this work, but then they're having to pull off, so they lose days elsewhere. So what they tend to do is, because they've got so much work, they'll say, right, okay, well, we probably won't be able to work there Monday, so what we do is we put the guys on that job, because we can definitely work there. And then when Monday comes and it's dry, and I'm on the phone and I'm going, was there no one there? And I go, well... So it is a little bit of, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul, which is, it's no good for me or you guys, but, you know, business-wise, you can understand why they do it. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I've had the promises from them. There was 1 crew here today. I think the other, there was meant to be 2 teams here today, but something happened to one of the other guys' relatives or something, so whether that's a lie or not, I don't know. But, you know, that's why they weren't here today, but apparently they're meant to be here tomorrow. And I think there's 2 carpentry crews here.
Can
as
you
well
please
tomorrow.
make sure they are?
Listen, I always try, you know, because like I say,
Yeah.
for me, I want
Just
that
just
as
say,
well,
you know,
do
you,
what I
you
mean?
spoke to the landlord. He's,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he's gone berserk. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
seriously, I'm going to
Yeah.
start complaining to the council and so on. I'm just going
That's
to
who
get
you
on the
need to
phone with
complain
my
to.
engineer and say
Yeah.
what the heck is going on and
Yeah.
so on.
I
So,
mean, that's who you need to complain to, because you know every week I have to, you know, send over a report.
yeah.
You know, and every month we have a meeting with the council and we
Okay.
go through everything. So you know, I mean,
Okay.
I'm not saying-
And then we've got to get you some forms to claim for your
I
losses.
thought I'd wait until it's finished before putting a claim
yeah,
in.
of
There's
course,
no
that's what you
point
want to
yet.
do. But have you
But
got the
sometimes they've got a
advisory-
deadline.
Huh?
Have you got the advisory notes with it?
I can't.
Because there's some advisory notes that they bring.
Okay.
It's like you need receipts for everything,
Yeah.
yeah, all stuff like that. It's all insurance stuff.
No, I understand.
So yeah, I mean,
I thought I'd wait until it's finished. There's no point at this
Yeah.
point. If more water comes in, I'll have to do it again.
yeah,
So-
that's it. Yeah,
So I thought I'd wait.
that makes
until it's
sense. To
done.
be fair.
Well, at least the roof's on anyway.
Yeah.
So there is one thing about it. You may find that and it could come down to the insurance company, that they may have a deadline, right? You've got 20 days to make your claim or a month to make your claim. You cannot leave it for 6 months and then make a claim
But I
or
can
something
always
like
back
that.
them up with that.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, if you need that, you can always, and I'll send
Okay.
you an email to say that the roof works weren't completed until this.
I'll
done.
have a look at the email. You did
Yeah.
send it it's a while ago, so hopefully it's
Okay.
all right. Yeah.
In hindsight, how much time do you think before you pack up?
Isn't it?
I mean, complete,
Retire.
completed. Yeah, retire would be good.
Thanks.
Who doesn't?
Still a cut
Yeah,
I know I look old, but well, until this job's completed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're probably hopefully looking at about October. So we've still
October.
got quite a few render repairs and stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
But I mean, the windows, like I say, the windows, we should smash them out really. To be fair, you know, I mean, there's I can't remember
That's
the names,
gonna go when?
what's that?
Windows.
The windows.
Yeah.
I can't program in yet until the roof's done.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I say, if it had a lid on it, you know, we'd say right, okay, we're finishing the roof on the 20th.
Yeah.
So if we start out on the 25th, we've got 5 days, you know, buffer.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Charlie's it right if we come in on the 25th
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
28th? You know, can we come in from the 28th? Simple.
Yeah.
But because we can't do that because of the roofs,
Yeah.
you know, and I can't just get someone to come and knock on your, you know, door on Monday morning and go,
Yeah.
right, mate, we can't fit your windows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is a real pain in the arse, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that's the only way we can do it, sort of thing. So it's all a knock-on effect, you know, is what I'm saying.
And at the moment, you're running with a 1 month delay. Am I
Yeah.
right?
I think
1 month
31
delay.
days, something like that.
31 days delay.
Yeah. It's incredible. It really is. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think it was the 4th of April this job started.
It was.
Scaffold
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
going up, innit?
Yeah.
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 So even the scaffolders were delayed. So because there was an issue with, I can't say what property or what the issue was because you'd guess it, but yeah, so we got delayed on it for 3 days because there was an access agreement that wasn't agreed.
Mhm.
So, but yeah,
Okay.
it's just been one of them jobs, unfortunately.
Okay. Any questions, Charlie?
No.
All right.
No.
So, I'll try to meet up with my engineer. I'll put some pressure on the council,
Okay.
and David will put some pressure on the guys to finish the roof by the end of the week. He'll
But
bring
if
you
you
a
cover up that window, it'd probably be a good idea. Other than that,
what? Sorry.
the skylight in here.
Yeah, it's covered, yeah.
Oh,
when the water
that
comes
skyline. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's,
Yeah. Okay.
through, It rains
So-
straight through it. So,
yeah.
although the
Have a-
forecast, luckily for the next 10 days, it looks good. So
Okay.
it helps.
If it rain, or if the forecast is that it's going to rain, can you please ask them to sort at
Yeah,
least
well, yeah.
something, put
Yeah,
something
yeah,
on top
yeah,
of it,
yeah,
so at
yeah,
least
yeah. Like I say, what they've done was they covered as much as they can. We went and brought some new tarpaulins.
yeah.
They covered the major part of the roofs, but they're not going to start cutting tarps up and tying them to bits and pieces. They're just not going to do that.
That part, I saw that they put Celotex in there.
Yeah.
Right. Are they going to just leave the Celotex like that? Is there anything bonded?
No. What you are going to have to do is to clear the loft space out at some stage,
Okay.
so that we can get in there.
Okay.
You know, but like I say, obviously.
Can you please get rid of the stuff so that they can finish the job, because they put Celotex in, but I assume you're going to put
Yeah,
plasterboard on
some
top of it or something like that,
backing up or something like that,
or
yeah,
board
that's
or
like
something. So
probably-
they're gonna have to board it up so that the
Yeah.
Celotex doesn't fall off.
Probably be a breathable DPM, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they really thought about that, the architects.
So if you could just-
There isn't that much stuff that belongs to us. And,
Whatever is there, if you
There's
could.
a few bags, a few
Yeah.
boxes. I don't know.
I won't worry yet until they come. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem.
Then yeah, if there is other kind of material, it was garbage that you couldn't remove or something like that, give Liz a shout, give me a shout, and I'll bring someone to clean it, or I'll come myself to clean it,
Yeah, no problems.
so that these guys can properly work and
Yeah.
put I don't want them to come back and say we couldn't work there because he had stuff in there.
Okay.
I'm quite an happy fella, so don't worry about that too much.
Okay.
Right, so can I go?
Yeah.
Sure. Right, if you've got any
Thank you for
problems, you know who to go to, don't you?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, everybody goes to listen. Listen, I thank you for coming, and
No
I
worries.
appreciate that. I'm
Yeah.
angry at you, but it's not you.
It's alright.
It really is frustration with this work that has been going on for
Listen, everyone is, and I totally understand.
and when you come in here and see nobody's working and you see the
Yeah.
sky
I know.
through the roof.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I say, if they work for me, they'll be here till 5. But unfortunately, they don't work for me, do they?
Mine works until 8.
Do they?
I'm not joking. Ask her.
Horrible man.
Thank you
Ask
so
her.
much.
Horrible man.
Yeah. And so does she.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cheerio.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Oh God, this one as well.
What's that? Yeah. I think they had a problem before, but I think the next block as well has got it.
That looks fresh to me though.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there was water in there. I might have done the next
Are these
one.
windows getting done as well or no?
No, they're all being done.
They're all getting done.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What's it about dehumidifiers, by the way?
I can send them over. What I'll do is,
Okay.
if you don't mind, I will give them your contact details. So
Okay.
going through me,
Sure.
they'll contact you directly.
No problems.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool.
How many do you want? How many rooms?
It's, well, I don't know. I've never used it.
You normally use one per floor. Normally.
Well, I guess two
But
then, that's
you know.
Yeah.
Um, It would, well, one per floor, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. Yeah, the guys will explain to you how to use them anyway. Best thing to do is, if you can, leave them on 24/7. They're not really that noisy, but you know what it's like at night time. They
Yeah.
can sound really noisy.
You may want to switch it off at night and just
No, sure.
during the daytime
Yeah.
get it working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't imagine
Okay.
that complicated to use.
It's just on
You went to the
and off.
apartment, so where obviously the moisture in the air comes in, you have to just make sure you empty that because it'll have water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's usually a
it's
bucket or
quite
a
simple
trays.
otherwise.
Yes.
They don't run much on electricity either, so another to do.
Nice one, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
I think
Through this.
alright, cheerio.
it's fine.
Um,
Appreciate
Nice to
it.
meet you. Cheers.
See you.
Thank you.
Charlie, thank you. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon.
No problems. Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, these carpets are absolutely minging.
Yeah, right.
Jesus. What's happening there? There was a bathroom in there. It's just
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
still there,
yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? There's
And
quite a
they're
few
gonna-
rooms in these buildings.
and they're going to leave it like that.
Yeah. It's just a spare room. Square, isn't it? Toilet in there.
Because this was, yeah, this belonged to that bathroom.
Look at that.
I know.
That one's beautiful. It's really
I know. This was a,
What's in here?
that is a bathroom that belonged to that flat.
So I find it quite interesting you're talking about the balconies and things in the building. It's interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, this bath itself, Jesus, metal.
Look at that. That's,
Yeah.
that's what we work full chain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if that goes missing, I know where it is, don't
Yeah. But I guess they put a bathroom for this flat. They must have built one.
Yeah, but don't forget this would have been a house. One house.
I know, but when
So this
I
would have
bought
been-
it,
Yeah.
the council tenant
Yeah.
used this bathroom.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, they came out to use this bathroom, and there was a lady who was there who was mentally not well,
Really?
and she used to live there and use this bathroom. Oh Jesus!
They've got rooms like
It's a
that.
bit, yeah, not very
They're
bad.
just storage rooms, they're just full of rubbish. They have a couple of bedrooms, flat per floor, and there's storage rooms.
See that one there? Let's see that bathroom.
I didn't realise it must have been a bathroom.
Yeah.
This is another toilet.
There's another one here.
It's another toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
This was a toilet room. And then you've got this room here as a
Is
sunroom.
this similar to, because I was just saying, in Brunswick Place, they've got storage rooms on each floor, like this.
This
Jesus.
is a sunroom. Gorgeous. This would have all been glass before. Right. Some of this would have been etched glass as well. Because there was some broken stuff. It's crazy, isn't it?
These are all rotten.
Yeah, all right.
What? They're gonna leave it like that? I assume.
And they're going to all be repaired.
Are they?
Yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah. That's something we're going to pick up though. Because they just wanted to leave this. I honestly, I can't believe it. I think it's craziness. It's just a waste, isn't it? To me, yeah.
With the council, I tell you.
Yeah, you mentioned when this was all glass.
Yeah,
I mean, lovely,
they're
wasn't it?
beautiful.
Right.
And I can tell you that not this place, but this bathroom was being used by that flat.
Yeah, no, it probably was.
So they must have. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, that's right, yeah.
They put a bathroom in there for him.
No, it's incredible, isn't it? Oh, well. This is what Black's White are, and they've removed all of this.
Oh yeah. And they wanted you to paint this.
Yeah, this was all going to be one.
That's crazy.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just took 2 steps at the same time. Yeah. Ah, that fire safety is removed. I don't know why. See, the door is getting done. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. It's the third time I'm seeing this guy. Third time.
seen this property with scaffold.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it without.
Yeah.
Every time I came here, it was always scaffolding.
It's a
I've
little bit
never
like that.
Oh, it will look like that.
Yeah.
It helps.
We're going to actually get painted that colour.
Yeah, it's the same, yeah. Same. Yeah. And this water that was gathering in here,
Yeah, it's all been done.
okay.
All been done. This is all leaking as well, though.
This
This
was-
was undercroft.
Yeah, exactly. The bin, that down there, this was a pool,
Yeah.
and there was someone living there, and believe it or not, every time they had to go through that shit, but because he was a drug addict, he never cared.
Certainly.
This was absolutely filth in here. And because it was connected to the rubbish bin, which is underneath.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Well, I mean, one of these guys came out and spoke to me a couple of weeks ago. They had some problems with their lighting, and I was saying that was something that we'd pick up, but I went in and had a look, and I was saying the water's going into their undercroft. So it's only going to be a question of time before it starts getting back into their property. Again, I'll let the council know, but, you know, it's like I say, it's up to them. It's their money.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I tell you, I'm having to my life to go. I've had enough. Seriously.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
It's always hard, isn't it?
I mean, I've got about, top of my head, about 20 properties around this area.
Yeah.
This has given me more headache than anything else.
Yeah. I think the trouble is with the council, they don't spend their money in the right places. That's what I always feel. But then they're all the same. Like I say, I'll come from Kensington and Chelsea to come here, and they're the same. You know, they'll spend £1 million on having that lamppost put up, but they won't spend a tenner on, you know, replacing a lock for an old lady. You know, just none of it makes sense. You know, but like I say, so
Anyway. Listen, I appreciate your time.
No
Really,
problem,
I do.
not a sign,
You
so
know,
we'll
thank
go
you
for
for
it
coming
anyway. So anything you need, you can either ask Lizzie. I'm more than happy to forward you anything, or send it through Lizzie.
I will email you right now.
Yeah. I'm not
Send
in the
me-
office now, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I will email you right now, and
Yeah.
then once you get it,
Yeah.
please send me
Yeah.
whatever you've got.
What I will do
whatever
is
you
I'll
can.
copy Lizzie into everything, so
Okay.
she's aware. If it's anything to do with Charlie, I'll copy him in as well,
Okay.
so that we're all aware.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
So,
Yeah, sounds like a
all right,
plan.
because I think that's what happens sometimes with
It's,
Charlie. You know,
it's a
he-
lack of communication. He
There's a
doesn't
bit of a
see
lack of
what's going. Yeah,
communication,
he
yeah.
doesn't see. You know, for
Yeah.
example, if I'm living there and I don't see the workers and I see them buggering off 3 o'clock and
that's
I've
it,
had
yeah.
rain coming
Yeah.
through, I'll be going
But see,
crazy.
the trouble is as well, I think Lizzie gets some stuff that I don't get from Charlie. You know, which to be fair would probably alleviate most of this.
Yeah.
You know, it's, if I'm aware of it, I can do something about it. If I don't, then everyone starts getting angry and miserable and shouting and moaning. And,
exactly.
And there is, sometimes there's no need for that, you know.
Exactly.
Like I was saying, like I said to you about the other Saturday when the guys come out, they haven't got to do that at all. You know, but, you know, because I was aware of it and I phoned the guys, not a problem.
Yeah,
they came
no, I
out.
appreciate
So,
it. It's just the fact that, you know, we had this scenario of water coming through, and then we got over that, and then I got new pictures for water coming through the loft around that, and I'm going, Jesus Christ, all over again. And why, like a couple of months later after we had the first fiasco, why are we having it again?
Yeah.
You know?
It is frustrating, it really is, but
Anyway,
get done anyway. So.
yeah, please chase up these guys and let's
will.
see if we can get it done. I
will.
appreciate it. Thank
No
you.
problem. See you later.
All right.
See you later again.
See you later again. Bye, take care.
Right. Liz, are you with the car or do you want me to drop you off?
I am doing the bus actually, but it's alright.
I can drop you off from here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be amazing, thank you.
Right. 44 minutes.